Hey team, welcome to this 30-day video challenge where I'm going to release 30 games in 30 days. These games are games that you can play with your team at any time. Some of them include skills, some of them include conditioning, and honestly, some of them are just tag games that you can play with your team. So make sure you tune in every single day this month where I'm going to release a new video with a brand new game. And before we get started, I'm Coach Hart, this is Building Better Baseball, and this is the best place for baseball education. So let's get into this 30-day video challenge. I'm super excited to bring you these games. Let's get started. Hey team, welcome to day 25 of this 30-day challenge. There's only 5 days left. Hopefully you've tuned into all the games and you've seen all the games and you have so many new ideas to do in your practices. So today is knockout fielding, and I'm actually going to do a little bonus at the end with another kind of knockout game that you can do. But today is knockout fielding. It's similar to knockout hitting, and honestly, if you've seen my video, top 5 fun baseball games to play with your team, I did cover this game in that video. So what you're going to do is you're going to have the whole team at shortstop. I like everybody at shortstop just because it's the longest throw and it's the most space that they can travel, and you can hit the ball in various areas to make the ground balls harder. And ages, anybody can play this game, so any age can play this game and they can have fun with this game. Equipment, everybody's just going to need a glove, and you're going to need your fungo bat or regular bat, whatever you use, and you're going to be at home plate with a bucket of balls. And you're also going to need either a coach catching at first base or a net. I've used both. Either one works. Where you're going to play, you're going to play in the infield. I mean, technically you could do outfield too if you want to do fly balls. So I guess that's another little bonus that you can do. But knockout infield fielding is where you're going to play. You're going to play in the infield, and you're going to have everybody at shortstop, a line of players at shortstop. You are going to be here, and you're going to be hitting ground balls. So I do different rounds. I do the first round is you just have to field it and make the throw. It doesn't matter if you bobble it. It doesn't matter if it kicks off, as long as you field it, get it, and it doesn't like go past you or anything like that. As long as you field it, even if you bobble it, that's fine. Just pick it up and then make the throw to first. As long as it's a good throw to first, then you advance to the next round. If that doesn't happen, then you are out and you can stay over here. And over here on the left side, you can have like a little activity for them to do for anybody who's out, just so they're not just standing there watching. If they would like to stand there and watch, that's completely fine, but make sure you have an activity available if anybody doesn't want to watch. So the second round is moving to the left and to the right. So the first round, I usually hit it straight to them, the easiest ground ball that they can have. The second round, I usually try to move them to the right and to the left to try to get some range in. So hit the ball over here, hit the ball over here. You can maybe even do like a slow roller where they have to come in like that. So just make them move around the field a little bit. Still, it doesn't matter if you bobble it and just make a good throw. It doesn't matter if it bounces or anything like that. Just make a good throw, make a good field where you can get it and make that throw. So number 3, the third round, I usually say you have to have a clean field. A clean field. You can't bobble it. So if you have a clean field, you are good. You can still throw it and have a short hop if you can, but you can't pull the first baseman off of the base, or you can't miss the net if you're throwing into a net. And by this time, most everybody is already knocked out, and if you don't have anybody knocked out, just try to hit the balls maybe a little farther to the right, farther to the left, to make it a little more challenging. But the very last round, once you are down to your very last people, it has to be a clean field. It has to be a clean throw right to the bag, no bounce, no short hop, or right to the net. And you just continue to do that until somebody wins. So I usually do about 3 or 4 levels. And as the rounds go on and as everybody keeps on going, I just try to make the ground balls harder and harder. So at some point you're going to have a winner, but this is knockout fielding, and you just have different levels. So level 1 is the easiest, level 2 is a little bit harder, and then you keep on getting harder and harder, adding more sort of restrictions to what you're able to do. And the 2 little bonuses is, one I just said is the outfield. You could do the same thing with fly balls, right? So for fly balls, you just hit it straight to them, and as long as they catch it and make a good throw to second base, then they advance to the next round. And then the second round, you would move them kind of to the left and to the right, maybe a little back, maybe a little in. So kind of move them around the field for the second round. For the third round, you could say you have to have a clean catch and a clean throw to second base. And then the fourth round, just kind of make it more more challenging where they have to move around the outfield, right? And the last little bonus is you could do this knockout game with pitching. So if you have some pitchers and you want to play a little game with them, you could do knockout pitching. So you have one throw each time. The first one, you just have to get it to the catcher, and as long as the catcher catches the ball, then you advance to the next round. Second round, you could say the catcher can't get up out of his crouch, so he has to stay in the crouch, and as long as he catches the ball, you're fine. You could say the third round has to be a strike, where it has to be inside the strike zone. And then the very last round, you could say that you have to hit the actual catcher's glove, and the catcher's glove can't move too many times. But it's really up to you how you want to do it. You can kind of create your own rules a little bit, but you can do knockout fielding, knockout outfield for fly balls, and even knockout pitching. And we've already gone over knockout hitting. So this whole concept of knockout can be used in anywhere in the field. It's up to you just to kind of create your own little game with it. So this is day 25, knockout fielding, outfield, and pitching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you can incorporate it into your practice plans. This is day 25. I will be back tomorrow for day 26. I will see you there. So I hope you enjoyed today's game, and I hope I explained it in a way that you understand and that you can explain it to your team so you can incorporate it into your practices. This is just another game that you can add to your practice plans to have some fun during your practices with your youth baseball team. Before you go, don't forget to grab your free 2-hour practice plan. I made it just for you to help you out in your practice plans. And in the description below, you'll also see a free baseball equipment sizing guide. There's how to get more playing time. There's how to do batting practice. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I made for you for free. Be sure to grab it before you go. It's all down in the description. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember, this is Building Better Baseball. I'm Coach Hart, and I'll see you next time.